Where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Ncaa26 Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another error this week, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Runs through the tackle. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
How about the play about the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Utes can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Dampier. working that left side now. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Zone coverage. Man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Parker. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. Gives it the big stiff arm. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this up.
Why is that man in there? I thought so, but you know.
Stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Dampier. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The Utes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's toughness by that young man.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, fires downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. The give is to Smith. Turning it on. And into the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a live ball behind the line. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a hero. But, oh, boy, it's kind of the opposite.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll run the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. Tries to do it
right
himself
into
on the
him,
draw.
like a retard.
He did not make it a stone ball on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
The big fella, tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Parker. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to buy time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Utes. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice his job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We got Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Cowboys have simply demolished that defense. That coach wanted it to play like a hungry pack of dogs, his words, and man, they are eating. They're trailing by 21 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. That is a big
For the love of God, block that man.
They were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete.
Makes the grab deep. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a seam wide open. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
And the Terrapins are on the move. They believe they can run right here. At the 20, he's got space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Here's the pressure. Back's got it. Touchdown, Maryland! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the option. Finds some fresh air. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him.
Oh.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. On the run, it's Parker. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Martin will throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, from the OC, I'm the head coach. I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you if they're going to win the game.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And the Utes moving quickly to the line. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught behind the line. It's Bentley. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
That much time for any good QB in college football is not going to equal success for your defense. The defense has to do a better job trying to get pressure on the quarterback. He's way too comfortable.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The defense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Scanning the field, it's Gampier. Makes the grab, it's Glover. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Running to Green. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Utes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Martin back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got a 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's got it on the right. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. Still running at the 40. All out of space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw. It's complete to the right. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Terrapins will call on their punt team.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for space, it's Parker. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hey, that's a live ball. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. The option look. Now the toss. Nice move to keep running. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Martin will throw it. And the 3rd down.
That's a blue throw that goes wide.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And when you get zone coverage and we're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Brave. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Dampier. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! On to attempt the try.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll try to get outside. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you...
And the quarterback is knocked out back at the 13. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, and when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Grabs behind the line, it's Parker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
The Utes trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative, and you're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. You get inside that 5-yard line ready to make a play, score some points, and instead the defense recovers the football.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
The Terrapins can really attack on this second and short. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Stuffed in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Under fire. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Wants to throw on first down. throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Fires on the move. Complete downfield.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Ball's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field. You have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This quarterback part of their running game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's got it on the move. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the offense?
That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the foot. That is sucked out. And he falls on top.
Thank God.
Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. Okay, Justy, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
The give as they work on that clock. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Smart offense. I love it, man. When you make them use that timeout, run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give. Running into the open space. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Ugh.